Right the video, maybe depend on my mood. More bookings and payments and shit, they got huge. Hop in the spaceship, take
Welcome to the CEO Sit Down. I am Tia, aka Fancy Cash, and today I have with me Jamon, Gordon.
Hey, what's up? How you doing?
I'm good. All right, so to start off, we're gonna do like a quick little icebreaker, just calm your nerves because I don't have no liquor for you. Okay. So, if you could choose between Migos or Future, who would you choose?
I'm going with Future. I think Future, because Future got more CDs. I've been to a couple Future concerts. And you really can't sit down the whole concert. I like the Migos, but it's probably mostly for a real younger crowd.
Okay. How old are you?
I'm 33.
That's not old. Let me see. Beyonce or Aaliyah? That's your generation.
I'm gonna go with Beyonce, just cause that's Beyonce. Aaliyah was great, but I don't think she lived long enough to, do all the stuff that Beyonce did. It would have been good to see them at the same time, even though Aaliyah would have been a little bit older. But you gotta go with Beyonce because performing and singing and all the other stuff, acting. But Aaliyah was kind of like Beyonce kind of took the role what she was doing.
Okay. Wait. Never mind. Not even gonna get into that. Rich or famous?
Both.
Oh my God. Let me think. I don't know.
Rich. A lot of people say they want to be famous. Want to be rich without being famous. But why not be both? Like, why not want to be known for what you're doing? Like, famous people don't pay for nothing.
Oh, okay. You got a point. I can't wait to get famous. So I just walk in somewhere. They be like, oh, let's do this for free. I'm tired of paying. I'm tired of working. Okay, so I'm just going to jump right into the interview questions since you want to talk about being both rich and famous, which you are. Like, this interview is like going to be so wrong because I'm interviewing a legend right now. So I'm excited, y'all.
I ain't famous at all.
Yes, you are.
I know famous people. I'm far from that.
Yeah, well, you a legend in Jacksonville, so you just got to own up to it. Like, you got to own up to being the shit, okay? You don't have to be modest with me. Okay, so Reb, growing up in the environment that you grew up in, did you ever think you would become who you are today?
I never really took basketball serious in the beginning. I was just playing just to play. No, I never really seen it. I wanted it, but I never really seen it, and especially the route that I had to take. I never thought about that in my wildest dreams. Because of course when you play basketball, of course you want to go to the NBA. And for me, it was just NBA, not knowing about the other stuff overseas. But I never seen it. Growing up in the hood, you can't imagine certain stuff. You see people on TV, it's almost like it's not real. And so many people around you that got talent don't make it. It's kind of like, how can you believe that you can be the one, even though you're trying to be the one, but
Right.
It just don't seem like it.
Okay, so what was your motivation to stick to basketball?
I seen all the ups and downs in the streets growing up. Like, I seen people come up. I seen how everybody loved them while they was coming up. I seen how people hated them when they was up. I seen family members, people I love. So I seen what drugs did to them on and off it. So like that was something I didn't want to do. And for me, my friends and my people in my neighborhood just kind of like, they kind of took in for me. They kept me away from it. Even on my street where I grew up at, I was forced to go off of my street because there was so much stuff going on. But they always made sure that I didn't do nothing, even though it's times that I wanted to, and there's a time that I even tried, but nobody wasn't going for it.
Right.
Like for them crackheads and all, nobody wasn't going for it.
Oh, okay, so you did like, I guess it was the pressure, like you feel like everybody else was doing it while you couldn't do it, and you kind of got kind of antsy, but they stayed on you because they knew like you was the chosen one.
Of course, you seeing people that you look up to and people that you love making money off the stuff that, making money. You really don't know the effects that it come from it, but you broke. You growing up in this city. Like, I wasn't poor. My grandma had a job. I always had a roof over my head, but you always want more.
Mm-hmm.
And you want shoes, you want this, you want that. At the time, I couldn't work. I was young, but I was older because we grew up in a situation where it was forced to make you older, and I wanted stuff. So it was kind of like, what else means I'm gonna get it? So that what made me think about it. But like I said, I had some friends, they wasn't going for it.
Well, that's good. Everybody don't have them kind of friends, so
Yeah, that's true.
That's good. Okay. I'm gonna switch up these questions a little bit. Okay. From a personal standpoint, how do you feel that you maintain a large level of respect?
I changed in a lot of ways. I did. Like I changed in a lot of ways, but I always used to say this on like MySpace and Twitter. I stayed the same, so the streets love me because I never changed like towards the people. You know, like I changed because I got older, but I never changed. I always, when I'm out, I don't feel like I need to be in a section in Jacksonville. I don't feel like I have to show that I'm better than somebody in Jacksonville. Like I can walk around, or I can walk around with my chains on. I'm not scared of the people that, you know, supported me when I didn't have nothing. So why would I look down on them now? So I think it's for the people that's in the streets or the people that's working, the regular people, for them to just have a conversation with somebody that they felt like make it is good. And like for me, I done been in a situation where I done seen somebody I looked up to, and just them having a conversation with me made me feel good. You know, I do a lot of little small stuff around the city helping people, or, you know, just talking to people, kids and stuff like that. So I think that right there always, you know, got me my respect. And I'm always thankful to the people that just let me move around the city how I want to move. It's not because of me or how gangster I am or people scared of me. No, I'm far from it. But I know people, it's because the people, you know.
Yeah. All right. During your journey to success, do you feel like you lost friends along the way?
Of course. You're going to lose friends even if you don't want it to happen. Like, that's just life, you know. Not because I made it. Maybe they had to just go a different route. And like I was telling you for the interview, some people like you when they're doing better than you. Some people can't handle your success. I didn't know how to handle that sometimes, so maybe I was caught up in, you know, doing what I wanted to do. Once I got some money, I might have stepped on a few toes. You know, money kind of clouds you the way you're thinking. Like, you cannot just kill, and you can mess over a good friend. So I lost a lot. Maybe it was my fault, maybe it was their fault, but and I think everything will work itself out. If they meant to be in your life, they'll be in your life.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so since you're talking about, you know, touching money and messing up stuff, when you touch such a large amount of money, what was like the most expensive thing you bought like that first year?
I don't know. When I first got a contract, I ain't really make that much money like that. You know, it took a couple years. And I think I bought a Porsche, and
you being modest about a Porsche. Talking about you didn't make enough money or you didn't make a lot of money.
Took a couple
you got a Porsche,
a
whole Porsche.
It took a couple years for me to get it. You know, the first couple years I didn't want to buy nothing because, like I said, I seen how in the streets how people treat you once you come up, and they feel like. So I was kind of hiding from buying stuff. I was still trying to, you know, make sure everybody just looked at me the same. Then, but it come a time where you gotta live your life. And I bought the Porsche, then everything changed.
Like what?
How people look at you, you know, like we come from Jacksonville, you know, we got a lot of dudes that played in the NFL, but you know, they go to places and they stay in places because that's where their team's at. They really don't bring their cars back so much. And I was here, and then at the time, nobody had never really seen that car at the time. So, and it's me, I'm just a regular dude. I don't think nobody expected for me to get it. Now that they see you with a Porsche, they just think you're rich. They don't know if you got good credit, they don't know if you got payment plans, but a lot of people just changed. Just the way they looked at me just changed because I got a Porsche. But I could have been dead broke. They didn't know.
So what about when you start touching so much money? Do you feel like your family and friends change?
Of course.
Was it like they always got their hand out change, or they took their nose about you change? Like, how was it? Was it a closer, or for better or for worse?
Some friends just was used to me asking for it, you know. I never been shy about asking my friends, asking people for help. Because I know that was the only way that I was going to get some money unless I did something I wasn't supposed to do. So I was always having to ask for handout. Or sometimes they just did it for me. And some friends just wanted me to be that way. Then when you run into some money, they can't handle it. You know what I'm saying? They can't handle it. Then for me, like, I'm so close to my friend, it kind of hurt, you know, that somebody that you've been close to treat you like that. Over time, things work themselves out. Family family just feel like they're attached to something they didn't work for. Like I tell you, you're gonna deal with it regardless. I don't care how close you think somebody is. And money changed everybody. Because money, some people never seen that type of money. I didn't, I was fortunate to make a lot of money. And I would always think about, what if I did make it to the NBA? How would it be then? So
it was gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
It was gonna be crazy. So, dang, what was the question I was gonna ask you? We was talking about you was talking about making the money, people changing, and when you saying something about going off to school, like I'm not going off to school, but asking for help. So, like your coaches when you were in high school or college, do you feel like they prepared you? Your coaches in high school prepared you for college basketball, and college basketball prepared you to go play professionally, like.
No, they can't. They can prepare you for only so much, because each level is a different game. Like high school is way totally different from college. College is way totally different from professional level. So if you're waiting on a coach to prepare you for something, you already lost. Like a high school coach get paid the least money of everybody. They get the least credit of the player's success, but they the one that's dealing with you when you're not even that good. Most players come back and give credit to the college coaches, but you already had the talent when you got to college. So I give a lot of respect as I got older, and I looked to the stuff that high school coaches put up with, and even the Pop Warner coaches they put up with for nothing at all, basically. But you got to work on your own. Like if you feel like some colleges ain't recruit you, what I did, me and the two guys that was from my neighborhood, we just sent my tapes off. Like it wasn't that many schools recruiting me till like my end of my junior year. I started sending my tapes off. Like they can't recruit you if they don't see you. Like it's not the coach's fault. Like, and some parents think their kids are better than what they are. Like, I know me, I wasn't that great. I just got better over time. But you gotta recruit yourself. Like don't wait on no coach, don't wait on no college coach. If you want something, it's all types of ways, especially with social media and then YouTube. It's ways to make it. Don't wait on no coach to get you recruited. It's camps, it's all types of stuff. Then when you're not at practice, you gotta practice. Like you gotta go to the court by yourself. You gotta find a ways to get in the gym. Everybody want to blame the coach at the end, but you have 4 years to get better.
You're right. Okay, so once you started playing professionally, before you started playing professionally, did you ever have any prospective teams looking at you from the NBA, or was it?
When I came out of college, I didn't get drafted. I went to the summer league with the Dallas Mavericks, and I went to training camp with the Washington Wizards. It was the first time in my life that I got cut from basketball. I almost not got cut from somebody else got hurt. That's the reason why I got cut. So that messed with me mentally forever. And I think still to this day, I still think about it. I never really gave it another fair chance, and that chance to try it again. But I was making a lot of money overseas, so it was kind of like, it was evening out. But still to this day, I think about it. My friends, we always talk about it, but sometimes you got to make a business decision for your family.
Yeah. Okay. So how many countries have you visited since you played overseas? What's your favorite place, if that's too many?
My favorite place is Turkey and Greece. They're so close to each other. I played 2 years in Greece, and I played 7 years in Turkey. But I love both because I really learned a lot about the world playing in both countries. So much stuff that I learned, so much stuff I seen on TV that is not shown on TV in the States. The way that Europeans interact with each other, understanding that they have the same problems we have when it comes to money with their family. I was thinking Turkey, my first year out of school, I went to Turkey. I was thinking like Turkey with just people wrapped up, Muslims. It's nothing like that. The first song I ever heard in Turkey was My Neck.
What?
And I was tripping because, being from Florida, that's a song we all know. And I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. You really gotta let yourself go. I see too many players go over there stuck in American ways. You're in their country, so you gotta adapt to their culture. You gotta try to learn the language the best that you can. Everybody speak English, but I think just Turkey and Greece. I played in some lot of other countries, but them two the best.
Okay, so do you know any of these other
Yeah,
languages?
I know a lot of bad words.
Okay, so say something, because I don't have a filter, so I want to learn something.
And Turkish, if I want to call you a pussy, I call you siktala.
Siktala. Did I say it right?
Siktala.
Siktala.
If I want to say motherfuckers, I'm a not queen. I'm a not queen.
I'm a not queen.
And in Greek, if I want to say fuck you, is ganamishu.
Ganamishu. Ganamishu.
And Serbian and Croatia, if I want to say fuck your mom, is pichkumata.
Smishkumata.
Pichkumata.
Pichkumata.
And in Germany, I just want to say shit, scheiße.
Scheiße.
Yeah, so I can understand it more than I can speak it. I used to just learn from a lot of the younger players. As long as they weren't saying nothing crazy to me, I was alright. As long as I learned all the bad words.
Well, how did you get along with the players overseas, or just any of your teammates? Period.
Most teams you have like 4 or 5 Americans on the team, so it'd be cool. I done been on a team where I was the only American, but they love black players for the most part. They treat you like family. You know, they got their own egos, they families in their own country. So they feel some type of way that we just come over there and be the best players, but at the same time they understand the business side of it. And you know, they help us, we help them. So I always got along with them.
Okay, so speaking of y'all coming into somebody else's country and being the best player, the women overseas, like, were they thirsty? I'll ask that, like, were they thirsty?
If you black, everywhere you go, women gonna like you overseas. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just because you're different. Like, they're not gonna see too many Americans. They'll see a lot of African dudes, you know, but they're not gonna see too many Americans unless they're basketball players. So it's kind of like they just like what they see on TV. They watch all the music videos. They watch all the series and all stuff. So they like you from that.
So they see like tall, dark, handsome, chains, all that stuff.
Yeah,
like when y'all come over
and they like, everybody wants to come to America. You know, like.
And we want to go over there.
We don't really want to go over there. We just talking.
Well, visit. Yeah, I would like to visit, not like move.
Yeah, we want to visit. They want to come because our country is just so open. You can do what you want to do. Like, some of them countries are not like that. They based off religion, and some of them countries, they have one person just dictate a lot of stuff. So everybody love America. They watch all our shows. They just love everything about Americans.
Okay. If it wasn't for basketball, what would it be?
I really don't know. I really don't know. Coming where I'm coming from, I really don't know. I always liked football. Just put like, I probably would played another sport. If it weren't for sports, I really don't know what I would do. Like,
really?
It was too easy to get caught up where I'm from. So, like I said,
I'm stuck what you was good at.
Yeah, I was just blessed to have a good support system, some friends, good friends that's not like the generation now. Like, oh, come on, man, let's do this. Or we finna do this. And, all right, they might finna go do something. I'm like, I'm going to. Oh no, you ain't going. I'm like, I'm 33. If I even talk about smoking weed, it's gonna be a problem. Like, I respect that though. I don't look at them like I'm a grown ass man. I respect that they respect that about me. Like, they care much not to let me do that. Yeah.
Okay. So, outside of the hair store that you own and doing real estate, what's next for you?
Right now, I'm trying to buy a building that I could start like my own personal training for basketball. So many people ask me to train, but I'm the type of person I get tired of asking people, can I use the gym? Can I do this? I'm kind of like, I'm self-motivated. So that's what I'm trying to do. I got other little stuff that I want to do, but for me, everything that I'm going to own or do is going to be in my neighborhood.
You're going to buy back the block?
Yeah, I believe in that. Like, we should own our stuff. So many people come to our neighborhoods and that's the crazy thing. They get passes like this. Like, all types of people to get all types. Not people, but people from different cultures, different ethnicities or whatever. So I feel like, for me, we feel like as a people that we got to get away to be successful. For me, I think you can do the right same thing because good product will sell itself.
I feel like you can do it right here. Okay, so you going to open up your own gym or workout center for young guys. You ever thought about coaching? going back to one of these schools like Jackson or anywhere to coach?
I think most coaches that I played for told me I would be a good coach. Being so passionate about the game, I really understand the game from a coach's point of view. But right now, I'm not ready to, give my time to a certain school or kids right now. Because once you get involved with them, you got to be with them. I don't believe in put one foot in, one foot out. If I'm going to go, I'm going to go. But people don't understand. I've been playing basketball since I was 6 years old. Like, I've been overseas for 10 years. This is my second birthday I ever had with my daughter. First Christmas last year. So it's a lot of stuff that I miss out of my child's life. So before I have my child, my sister kid, before I can give back to somebody else's kids, I got to make up the time with them.
So how was that, like, overseas? I guess, was it like balancing family or maintaining that relationship with your family and your daughter?
The best thing they ever created was FaceTime. Like, if it wasn't for that, social media, being connected with people. When I first went, Facebook really had just started, like MySpace. It wasn't no Skype. It wasn't none of that. You just had like Yahoo Messenger. It was just computers was getting on laptops. So it was tough at first, Cell phone bill was crazy. But, you made it work. I would be by myself for 7 months. My baby and my girlfriend would come over for 3 months. Mostly I was by myself, so you just really be with your teammates. So, and mostly at the time when I started, I was with younger players, so we was all in the same boat. You learn how to be by yourself. You forced to learn how to cook and clean. I ain't know I didn't do none of that. But it was tough. Like, you got to do what you got to do.
Okay, so you held it down. That's good. All right, so I think I have asked you everything I wanted to ask except for one question. And that's the most important question because that's the point of sitting you down. What would be your message to the youth in Jacksonville, especially because most feel like there isn't any opportunity in the city?
I think if you feel like it's not an opportunity in the city, leave. Like, don't be nowhere where you think you can't make it. Go somewhere where you can think you make it. That's easy to say, but at the same time, it's opportunity everywhere. Like, right now, I see a lot of people, and when it comes to music, there's a lot of, at least 4 or 5 people making a lot of noises, outside of Jacksonville. So I always said this, like, if I was focused on just trying to make it on Fox 30 or News for Jacket, I would have never been nowhere. I always thought that once I played basketball, I was going to be a ESPN. I always thought bigger. So think bigger. Go be famous in the world. Then Jacksonville will take care of itself. Don't try to just be famous in Jacksonville. Too many people worry about what people say in Jacksonville. Like,
it's bigger than your area code.
And it's bigger than your mind, like, cause you never seen it. So it's hard for you to see it. Luckily, I was younger. I went to California. I was 14 for basketball, and I seen players that was better than me. I seen different stuff. So when I came back, I understood that. All right, yeah, it's bigger than this. I don't want to just be the best player in Jacksonville. I want to be the best players in the nation. So I think if you take that mind state on whatever you're doing, it will work. But don't get caught up in just worrying about what's going on in Jacksonville. Jacksonville is going to be here. Why you here when you dead, it doesn't matter. And I'm the type of person that I always support everything in Jacksonville, but you got to think bigger than just the city.
No, that is very true. That's very true. Well, I appreciate you for sitting down with me today. Like, how many interviews you said you had in Jacksonville? About
2. Maybe 2.
And I'm lucky number 3. That's my favorite number. So I feel so special, guys.
Yeah, that's my favorite number too.
Really? We got so much in common. Probably cousins. But I feel so special. Well, thank you for sitting down with me. I hope people take something from this interview. Young guys from Jacksonville who just need some motivation, some encouraging words just to hear, how far you could go if you just keep pushing and perseverance. Is there anything you want to say? You want to tell them about the hair store and anything, the block party that you're famous for before we cut the camera?
I don't know about that block party this year, but
whatever.
I ain't going to the Lee reunion, I can tell you.
Oh my God.
Much.
I'll be at the Lee reunion. He'll be at the Lee. We'll be there. We'll be at the block party. He's going to have the block party this
we
year.
having a Jackson reunion this year. We finna go ahead and just chop this down since y'all think y'all reunion so thick. We finna go ahead and get this.
I'm a proud Lee alumni, so
I'm a proud Tiger.
That's your prerogative. My daddy went to Jackson, so I'm not gonna beef with you. Like, I'm mixed with out east, Pearl Street and out east. So hey,
They ain't went to leave you.
We made it out the hood. We made it out the hood.
Ricky Ross, T-Pain.
I got a fresh line up, yeah.